guys, it's Ali. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a New Year's Eve, New Year's glam tutorial for this look that I have created today. But there is a bit of a slight twist. I have sort of added meaning to the look with the colours that I've chosen. So these are all things that I'd like to manifest into 2021 to have a better year than I've had this year. So hopefully you guys enjoy that little extra bit that I've added in this video. I've also used a full face of my favorite products from this year, whether they were released this year, whether I bought them this year, or if they were the products that I loved the most this year. I have featured all of those in here. There are a lot of products that I didn't even realize were released this year. That is how long this year has felt. Because there were things that I was picking up and I was like, when did this come out? Did I do a review on this? Da 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 da. And a lot of them were released this year. And a lot of them are products that I have reviewed on my channel. So I will leave a link to all the products that I reviewed in the description box down below. But without further ado, let's get into this look and this tutorial and let's manifest greatness in 2021. So yeah, let's go. The first colour I'm going to use for this eye look is coming from the Tropical Twilight palette that Tammi did with Makeup Revolution. I absolutely love this palette and the formulas and everything like that, so I knew I had to feature it in this video. And the shade I'm taking from here is just this purple shade right here, and this is the shade Twilight. And I am going to build this shade into my crease area with this fluffy brush. So I've packed that colour in, and without adding any product to the brush, I am going to diffuse this purple shade, and I'm just blending it upwards. And I'm going to do small little circles like this, and this is just going to spread out the colour. Do you see how it's more dispersed now, whereas before it was packed into my crease? So I'm taking it up towards my brow bone. And the reason I chose the purple, so purple is supposed to signify prosperity, and obviously this year hasn't been the best of years in terms of finances for a lot of us. So the purple is me manifesting a prosperous year for me, for all of you guys in 2021. You best believe that, because it's been rough. It has been. And in terms of my channel and things like that, I would love to see my channel grow expeditiously in the new year and things like that. But obviously things like that don't just come to you. You have to put in the work, and hopefully you guys see the amount of work that I put into my channel. And I'm taking some of the shade and just reinforcing it in the crease area just to keep that depth. So I'm pretty happy with the blend that I've got at the moment. It doesn't have to be perfect right now because blending is a process and you kind of go back and forth with eyeshadow anyway. So I am going to go into the next shade, which is a red. And it is coming from the Aina and Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. If I'm going to be completely honest, I think I've touched this palette 0 times this year, and that's because it was at the bottom of my makeup drawer. But I was watching my girl Miss Sids do her thing on Look Fantastic. I will leave a link in the description box down below to her video for anyone who wants to watch it. But it reminded me how much I love this palette. And last night I was swatching, I was just trying to vibe with the palette, but I didn't want to use all shades from this palette. But there is one shade in here that I definitely wanted to incorporate, and that is Wiggly's, which is right here. And it is a shimmery red. So I'm taking it on this small brush and I'm going to pack it on my lid. I chose red as one of the main colours for this look because to me it's a very strong and powerful colour. Like the things that it symbolises: luck, love, strength, security. They're all things that I want in 2021. I don't know about love. Don't know about that. I mean, I could do with it, I could do without it. I'm okay on my own personally. But I looked at this colour and I knew that I wanted it all over the lid. So I'm taking this and I'm actually taking it quite high. It's not my usual cut crease because it's not in the crease. It's going above and beyond. So this is pretty much the basics of this look done. It's a purple and red combination. I am just now gonna take more shades and just deepen it up a little bit. So another palette that I loved this year was the Be Perfect Carnival 3 Love Tahiti palette that Stacey Marie did. And honestly, I got this palette a couple of weeks ago, but I've been eyeing it up on social media for a while. I haven't had much of a play with it, but the colours that I have swatched were amazing. So I thought I would feature it in here. And I'm using two of the bottom shades. So I'm using Blackberry and Black Beach. So Blackberry is just this deep purple and then Black Beach is obviously the black. And I'm taking a blend of these two on a fluffy brush. And I'm going to start on the outer V. And I'm going to pack these two against that shimmery shade right here. And this is just going to deepen up the eye look. And it's just going to intensify it. You guys know I love intensity. So I start right here in the outer V section. And then I'm going to drag this depth across. And I'm going to blend this corner as well. So I'm taking these shades and I'm blending them across here. The next product I'm going to use is the e.l.f. Liquid Glitter Eyeshadow in the shade 24 Karat Gold. And the colour gold is a colour that I associate with things that I associate yellow with, like joy, hope, happiness. Also wealth, because I mean, you know, we kind of just assume that people who have gold have money. So yeah, I don't even know, you know, these are just my colour associations. They're not like law or anything like that. Because for someone else, yellow could symbolize peace or tranquility, something like that. But for me, joy, hope, happiness, that kind of thing. And I want to be happy in 2021. I can't say this year has been the happiest year for me. But that's a whole different situation. That's a whole different story. So I'm taking that 24 Karat Gold shade on my finger. And I'm going to pat it over Wiggly's. And I love this product. Like, I love the glitter eyeshadows. But the thing is, for me, they dry up really quickly. So once you put them on your finger, you kind of have to work quite fast, or they'll dry up on your finger. Just like that. Like, all of that is dried up product. It's not going to budge or go anywhere unless I push really hard. But at that point, I'd be taking off my shadow, which I don't want to do. I'm trying to wipe it off my finger, but it kind of stays there. So it is a good product. And I love a bit of shimmer, especially for like New Year's. We've got a little bit of a shine going on here. And it just, I don't know. I feel like this look is very tropical Twilight, if you know what I mean. So now I'm going to go back into the tropical Twilight palette. And I am using the shade Sun Rays, which is this golden one right here. And this is going to be my inner corner shade. This gold in this palette is definitely one of my favorite shades. I love the formula in this palette. I think I've already said that, but if you guys know me, then you know this palette, the Patricia Bright palette, the formulas in those palettes are just incredible. For my liner, I did pick up the Huda Beauty Life liner. I got this quite recently and it has become my favourite just because of the convenience of it. It is my favourite liquid liner. I was using the Fenty Fly liner before, but it was just, I don't know. Something about it just, I just made a mess with it and I just get on a lot better with this one. If you guys aren't new to my channel, then you know my absolute holy grail liner is my Kiko one. And this is just a black liner. I think it's like a kohl kajal liner, but I use this all the time. But just because of convenience, this has taken my #1 spot for liners. So I am going to line my waterline with the pencil side and then my upper lash line with the liquid side. And for mascara, I am using the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara. I didn't buy a lot of mascaras this year. I think this is one of the only ones that I bought. So by default, it is my favorite one because it's the only one that I use pretty much. Apart from the Too Faced one, but I think I like the Fenty one more. I'm going to leave the eye there for now because I like to finish off my face before I add my lower line colours and things like that. So we are going to go on to the base now, and I'm showing you guys all of my favourite products of this year. And of course, I'm starting off with my Holy Grail primer, my Milk Hydro Grip primer. It is hands down my favourite primer. I haven't had anything this year that has beat this primer for me. So back to my OG. And I'm just going to use this to prime my face. This is my, this primer just does all the things for me. And I don't know why I haven't picked up a replacement one yet because I am running out. Next is foundation. And I don't know when this product actually launched, but I picked it up this year and I have been absolutely loving it ever since. It is hands down my #1 foundation. And that is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. And I've got this in the shade 14W. But I did review the 14 Cool on my channel before. And I found that both shades kind of work for me. So I've pumped that onto my face. And I'm going to use my Beauty Blender just to blend that out. I think it sits so beautifully on the skin. Like, my skin looks so crisp and airbrushed once I'm done. Like, look at that. My favorite concealer of the year has got to be the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I don't think I'm ever gonna stop using this one. I'm always skeptical to try out new concealers, because for me, if one works for me, I don't tend to stray from that one. I did try out a few different ones this year. I think I tried the XX Revolution one, but I don't know, I kind of didn't like it, so I gave it to my sister. I picked up the wrong one. I picked up the one that's practically empty, but I can't be bothered to get up and get the right one. So if you see me struggling, twisting like this, that's why. With some concealers, you have to work quite fast once you've put them on your face because they start to dry down really quickly. But this one doesn't do that. Like, not even a little bit, actually. I feel like it can sit on your face for a while and you can still blend it out afterwards. Now I'm going to set my concealer, and my top setting powders for 2020 have absolutely got to be the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powders. I've got the shade 2 Medium and 4 Deep, and I've been loving both of these since I got them. I don't ever do a look without them. It's very rare for me to do that. So I am taking the shade 2 Medium, and I am just going back over the areas that I put the concealer on and setting those. The finish that this product gives, I've said it before on my channel, but it is literally just airbrush flawless. Like, my skin looks airbrushed, and that's a fact. This is what number 4 Deep looks like, and this is my all over face shade. And I just take a fluffy brush and I go all over my face with this. This is why I wasn't too concerned about how glowy my face looked after I had put on the foundation. I think I put on more than I usually do, but this powder is literally magic in a compact, so I wasn't too worried about that. I normally would have contoured my face at the same time as I highlighted with the concealer, but I kind of left contouring in 2019 and she hasn't made an appearance this year. She might in 2021. Bronzers took over and I've kind of just been going straight into bronzing. So I am going to do that today. I'm not going to show you guys my favorite contour product because I haven't been contouring this year. I'm trying to keep it true to my makeup routine. So this year has definitely been the year of the bronzer, especially during the summertime. It was back to back bronzer after bronzer after bronzer after bronzer. So choosing one out of the million that we got this year, especially darker skinned women, there was an abundance of bronzers for us to choose from. So the number one bronzer for me this year, my Revolution Glow bronzer in the shade Dark. I absolutely love this bronzer. This is what it looks like. I think, you know, there might be other bronzers out there that are, you know, better, but I did an all-rounder. So this one I think was £8 and it works amazing. So I was comparing it to my more expensive bronzers like the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, which I think is like £40 or something like that. And I'm like, I can look just as good with an £8 bronzer. So it had to be the Revolution Glow. It had to be. It's only right. So this is my top bronzer for 2020. And I'm using an angled brush to apply this. And I just remembered with this, a little goes a long way. So I think I might have overdone it with the amount I put on the brush. So I'm going in very light-handed. Next we're going into my favourite blush of the year, and it has to be the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush in the shade Rosé Latte. This has become a go-to for pretty much all of the looks that I do. I love this blush. It's not too much, but it's not too little, and you can always build as well. But this shade I think is just perfect. It adds this really nice flush of colour. So I'm taking it on my finger and I'm just gonna pat that into my cheeks. Ugh. Look at this. Do you see how like subtle it is, but it adds that flush of colour? Yes, sir. Before I go into my favourite highlighter of the year, I am going to set my face. And my favourite setting spray, you guys should already know what it is. It is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. And my sister was in my room the other day and I put it on her face on Christmas because her makeup was shifting around a little bit. So I did a touch up for her and I sprayed this and she was instantly in love with it. She was like, what is this? What is this magic in a bottle? And I said, girl, that is Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte, she said Charlotte who? I said Charlotte Tilbury. So the final face product, and I think my favorite product drop of the entire year. If you guys know me, I have raved and raved and raved about this product ever since I picked it up in the store. And I think I got this the day that lockdown was officially announced in the UK. That's how long ago it was, but it feels like I've had this product for years. My favorite highlighter has got to be my Fenty Beauty Cognac Candy. Look at her. Just, you know what? I'm gonna just swatch her because look how, she's sickening. She is absolutely sickening. I don't even know if this goes with this look, but I said I was gonna do my favorite products of the year. So by absolute force, Cognac Candy is going to be used today. You know what? The red and the gold on the eye kind of look orangey, so it works. And I am so here for that. Oh, I'm gonna do my lip before we move on. Again, don't know if this shade is gonna match the look, but my absolute favorite lip product this year has been the Revolution Sheer Brilliant Lip Gloss in the shade Gone Rogue. I think this is a perfect nude color. You know what? Yes, it works with the look. And if not, it will by force. So I'm going in with this. No lip liner needed. That's how perfect of a shade I think this is. So the face is done, and now I'm going to finish off the eye. And I could go in with the purple red combination again for the under eye part of my eye, but because I am sort of manifesting all these different things that I want in 2021 with this look, I am gonna go in with a blue. And that for me is just manifesting peace, tranquility, calmness, because this year has been hectic. Absolutely hectic. And I don't think I've taken enough time for me this year just to have my own peace. I think my peace was disturbed a lot. And if you guys want a sort of story time as to why my peace was so disrupted this year, then go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section down below. But I couldn't finish this video without my Patricia Bright Rich in Life palette. Earlier in this video, I mentioned the Patricia Bright Rich in Life palette, but I hadn't used it for this look. So I am going to be using this. I do really like this palette, as I said earlier. And the blue I'm going to use is this one here. And this is Stay Hydrated. So I'm taking that on my brush. And it is going... Look at that. I just love blue as an eyeliner. I'm using it under my eye, but it is a phenomenal eyeliner as well. I'm just going to finish this blue. Then I'm going to add a lash and we'll be right back. So this is the finished look that I managed to come up with. I hope you guys like it. I definitely enjoyed myself sort of playing around and creating this look. And I feel like for someone who kind of just thought of colors that symbolized things that she wanted to manifest in 2021, I feel like the look that I've created isn't bad. It's definitely bold and it's definitely out there. A lot of us don't have anywhere to be going for New Year's. I don't really do the whole New Year's thing anyway, but if you want a look just to recreate just for fun, I feel like this is something. It's a hit. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The blending and stuff isn't perfect. I don't think my makeup ever is perfect, but wowza. Leave a comment in the comment section down below telling me what your favorite products of 2020 were, what you're looking forward to in 2021, and the things that you guys are hoping to manifest into reality. That's pretty much all I have for this video for you guys today. If you did like it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button if you aren't subscribed to my channel already. Thank you guys for supporting my channel this year, and I hope that the new year is a very good year for all of us. I think we all deserve it at this point. So yeah, that's it from me for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.